Guys, lights, camera, action. I want everybody to pay attention. This isn't going to be technical. This is going to be, I'm going to back the truck up before you guys were on planet Earth. I just did a video yesterday about a student that I had back in the day. He's getting inducted into the Winter Haven High School Hall of Fame. Even though he never played on the tennis team, he probably would have hurt like a lot of people, but he's actually had a day named after him in Winter Haven, and it was really how this whole thing started. Back in 1985, a doctor from Winter Haven, Florida, brought his son to me. The dad's name was Wrong Dad Ho, okay, and his son was named like Tommy Ho. And this kid came to me, he was left-handed, and he held the racket with a severe Western grip. Back then, I know a lot more than I know today, okay. I couldn't tell what side he was hitting the ball with. Anyways, we got that under control. He had a lot of potential, but here's where I'm going with this. Not a good work ethic, didn't run for the ball all the time, a little lazy. Academics was the most important thing, which it should be for all you guys. He never got anything other than an A, okay? A family of achievers, all right? But every single thing I said, okay? Pay attention. He would try to do. Now I send you guys some like gifts and emojis. Back then, I would like write him letter after letter. I probably wrote this guy 3,000 letters. If I did that now, you wouldn't read my writing. So I'm kind of glad there's technology has taken over. But everything I said, he would try to do. He went from last in the sprints, forget genetic, to first. And back then, there was a lot of good players, okay, that were there. Let me just tell you about Tommy Ho, the most dominant junior player ever. Listen to this. In the history, that means there's no mystery, in the history of Florida tennis. So Florida, you know, there's a lot of tennis players, and a lot of people that play tennis in Florida, especially guys. We could start naming Courier. I could just start naming the most dominant junior player ever, and voted the best junior player ever to hold a racket in the state of Florida. 15 national championships. That means those little gold balls you get, all right? Now I give gold nuggets, they give gold balls. By age 15. A record that still stands today, okay? At 15 years old, he won the national 18s. As a 15-year-old, younger than Chang, younger than anybody, that record still stands today, all right? But the moral of the story, every single thing I said, he would try to do because he had discipline, okay? And he listened. And he didn't, I don't know if he didn't want to let me down or whatever. He willed himself to be a great player. And some of you guys play 12 national. He won all 4 singles, all 4 doubles. He won the Grand Slam, okay, very focused all the time. A bomb could go off over there and he wouldn't even look. A plane would go overhead, he wouldn't look. It was bang, right there. Mentally, he was always there, 1 point at a time. Great serve, okay, taught a very good serve, lefty. You kick it over a little guy's head in the 12th, it's like child abuse, okay. Angles from outer space, but the moral of the story, he willed himself to be a great player, okay. Many people here today better athletically, okay, but mentally he was a wizard, had good stroke, and every single thing I said, he tried to do. And he had a journal, but I gave him a journal. I gave him an encyclopedia. They don't know if that word exists today. Okay? And, okay? My point is, after he won, just to show you the focus, pay attention. After he won the final leg of the Grand Slam, all 4 singles, all 4 doubles, we're at San Diego at Balboa Park. We're in a Wendy's, okay? I don't need any of that stuff these days. We're in a Wendy's, and I'm sitting there talking to him, and he's there eating a cheeseburger, and I go, Tommy, okay? Because he was very much bang, always. Do you realize what you just did? Do you realize this would happen? You're the first player in the history of the USTA United States Tennis Association, to ever win all 4 singles and all 4 doubles. So like now that we kind of accomplished, I said, so what do you think? What do you think? He goes, this is the best cheeseburger I've ever had. All right, this is how focused the guy was. I said, whoa, whoa, whoa. But anyway, the point, it's nothing about you guys eating cheeseburgers to become a champion. That's not the point. The point is, okay, he worked so hard. Okay, I knew he wasn't ever going to be like Agassi, Chang, or Sampras, but I knew there was a place for him, okay, on the Pro Tour. He got to like 80 in the world, okay. He got to 11 in singles, won Memphis, Indian Wells, semis of French. Okay, the point is, 2, 3, bang! All right, fitness. There's a message.